once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. That seemed to stumble, didn't it? Hey, praise God, sincerely. I am so excited to get started today. Blessings to all who may find these words. That's you. Let's embrace and discuss the mysteries of life together again with love, baby. I am filled with inspirations, and I am truly glad all of you are here. Whether you're live or later, I noticed I started a little early again. And there's so much I want to share with you. There really is. I've spent much of my day today thinking about love, what it means to love and to be with love and to share love and receive love. Man, praise God is the message. That's really what I want to share. Reminder to rest in the peace that surpasses all understanding, because when you're with love, sometimes it doesn't always make sense, but it does. And if you know God as love, then that's that. You don't have to know what comes next. There's a peace in knowing that God, love, has a plan. And love has you exactly where love wants you to be. Let it be true. You can find your own peace, your own inner peace, from wherever you are in your world. I know there's exceptions, and everyone can imagine horrible, painful things where this would be a challenge, but it's the example of Jesus. You accept what the world casts upon you, and you go within, and you find your peace through acceptance. You don't need to resist. You don't need to fight. If you accept what the world has, right? And if you're tuned in with me, I'm assuming, right? I'm imagining you in a comfortable, safe place in the world and at this time in the world of your life. So you can find your peace, your inner peace, through acceptance of what you know and what you don't know, so that you can put aside your distrust. And in a moment of peace, you can give yourself permission to surrender, right? Because when you surrender to what is real in your life and you look closely, you look beyond the problems and beyond the distractions, beyond the habits, you look beyond what used to be into what might be possible. And a greater world is waiting to be seen by you. A greater world is waiting to be experienced through you, with you. The world is all for you and me. So the practice I've been working for myself, right? My own personal practice. I remind myself when I'm facing a question, what is the highest good? What is the highest good? What might the highest good? What might the divine love? What would the greatest love say? Go to the highest good to find the answers you need, but you might not want them. You might not want what the greatest good says to do. But your choice really is. You either do what is for the greatest good, or you do what the world says you should do. See, and this morning, man, I can get on my soapbox today about the economic injustice, the Ponzi scheme, the great Ponzi scheme that's being played upon the innocent. This world, I woke up again today, earlier in the morning. And hey, let me do a little promotion too, praise be. In the description of the video of the stream is, for those who may have missed it, we had another episode of Awaken with Jack and Barney. So there was an earlier live stream today for those who may have missed it. And let me again, for those who tuned in yesterday, oh, that audio quality was horrible. And I genuinely apologize. I hope it is much better today. Um, that connection stuff was not acceptable. The audio in the Awaken one is much better than yesterday. So I woke up this morning inspired, grateful, comfortable, peaceful, turned to God and said, thank you for a while. And then I brought my mind to where I am. I look out the window of where I am and, oh yeah. You know, we live in a world that exploits people for their ignorance. It punishes people for not knowing things. We were born into a world of exploitation, and it doesn't seem right. So I had to accept again today. I can't fight the facts. It costs money. Did you realize that? I mean, I know it sounds, yeah, that's normal. It's just the way it is, Jack. Think about it. We exist, somehow we've chosen to create this society where people charge people to live and learn and be free. It's insane. See, we live in a world where profits have been the focus. But what does love bring? Does love bring selfish profits? No. Love brings generous rewards. Do the things that deserve rewards, right? Don't expect rewards. Don't expect to earn anything, but do what is right. God bless, our world is crying out for something, for justice. Mother Earth is crying out for justice. The oppressed are crying out for justice. Where's the justice to be found? Sure as hell ain't with the authorities. Let love be the rule for you, right? Let the truth be the path for you. The two go together. They're united, Father and Son. The truth and the love that leads to the truth. So we have the opportunity. I said this in the stream earlier today. I said it elsewhere, and I've been giving my words some thought. I want to create a movement, a grassroots movement. I invite you to play a part. Become a part of this movement where we find a way. We unite other organizations. We use our connections. We use whatever civil and legal means, right? We'll follow the rules. All we're needing to do is to get the attention of the White House and the members of Congress. Once we get their attention, we get their ears. When we get their ears, we tell them what we want. And what we want is the end of wars and immediate reforms. Seems pretty honest. Seems pretty righteous. And I know there's got to be a way. Because with God, there's always a way. With love, love leads the way. And I'm following love. I got this idea in my head a long time ago, guys. For those who are listening, for those who can hear, please listen, right? See if you imagine it for yourself. But I literally started writing a book of my story because I was already confident in my recovery from alcoholism. I'd learned a lot of lessons from my self-abuse, my self-punishment. And I learned a lot from paying attention to what others were doing in their own path of recovery. So I started writing a book about my story, believing there was value in sharing my story. And the more I got into the idea, I'm like, okay, up till here has already been written. What's next? Am I an author now? Is this the path I'm on? Am I changing careers, or what am I doing? So I recognize that the first half of my book has already been written. The story is what it is, the good, the bad, the failures, the successes. It is what it is. And it's been a fun story I've lived. I tell you, I used to complain a lot, but on the other side of the darkness, oh my God, it's so hilarious what God and the universe has been doing with me. Oh, baby, I'm excited to see what the future's going to bring. And that brings us back to the point. We choose the destination. We choose the goal. We choose the life we want. Go to your dreams. Go to your heart, right? Unite your mind and your heart together and ask yourself, if anything and everything was possible, what would I be doing? How would I be influencing the world in positive ways? You find these ideas and you are here. If you accept this idea for yourself, consider it. What if you are here? The purpose of life is for you to create the life of your dreams from whatever you're given. See, you can dream up nightmares, you can dream up fairy tales, you can dream up whatever you want about whatever you think. It's all up to you. But there's power in the mind. One of the notes I'd heard elsewhere today that I wrote down is your body hears everything your mind says. The thoughts you think create and process, they affect the chemicals in your body, and the chemicals in your body affect your health, physical health. And all of these things are going to affect what choices you make. So you got to pay attention to that brain think, right? That's where the throne is. Which reminds me of another idea that I was considering. You have been given a world already, right? The world that you control, you can be master of, is the world within you. When you align your mind, right, clearly with clarity and with love, so to say, you bring Jesus in to be the throne, to sit in the throne with you. And then doggone it, where was I going with this? I had somewhere I was going. The idea is become the master of the world you have been given. Heaven is here in the world with you, right? The world that you are. And then there's the greater world around you. And then there's a greater world beyond that you're not aware of. You got no awareness of what's beyond you and your world that you know of, but it's still there. And it's all there for you and me, right? So I was thinking earlier today about the kingdom of God is within me. It is my body. And my body, in some aspect, is God. I'm at its mercy, right? I don't choose when I stop breathing or get hurt or sick. But I've been learning to practice. I've been practicing the path and the way of your life. It's being revealed for you, through you, with you. And as the words in the thumbnail offered, right? You don't have to know what comes next. There's peace in knowing that God has a plan and that God has you exactly where he wants you. And so you are here. And if you're hearing my words and you're here in the present with me, I'll go ahead and drop the link for those who may wish to join. I think I'm doing a poor job again today of getting my thoughts, the thoughts I remembered, out clearly and in order. But I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. We choose our direction, right? The destiny may be chosen for us because where we end up, we don't know, but we choose the direction for where do we want to go in life. Because if you don't have a direction, if you don't know where you're facing, or if you're just looking in the past or looking to entertainment or you're looking at distractions, guess what? You're fulfilling someone else's dreams. And if you spend your time trying to fulfill the dreams of others and you're not paying attention to you, you might start to suffer. And eventually, with the suffering, it brings us to pay attention to what we're doing. And then eventually, it clicks and it's, oh shit, I better change. See, the world you live in, the world around you, it changes dramatically when you change. And it's all for the better. That's what life is. That's God's divine plan. Love wins. In the beginning and end, it's love. So the nonsense and the divisions and the politics and the religions, they're not as important as people think. Yesterday, we had a guest, a young guest, sharing his strength and vulnerability. And then in my reflections of what we discussed yesterday, I want to offer this reminder for all of you, anyone who's willing to consider the message. Whatever situation you're in, whatever choices you have made in the past, your humanity is beautiful. Don't lose sight. Don't lose sight of the beauty that you bring through your authentic care, your authentic humanity. Because what does it mean to be human? It means to be humane, right? And there's a kindness. Compassion is humane. Humans are made for compassion, with compassion. We can share it. We can build it. We can grow compassion, especially with encouragement and examples. And I've been blessed. God has blessed me, brothers and sisters. You just do not know yet. God has blessed us all. But where I was pointing at is I've been given some incredible, amazing examples in my life of strength, honor, compassion, leadership. And I carry good examples in my head. There's a lot of people I admire. There's a lot of people I hope to never forget. Hey, what? I want to see Jack sporting a truly cleaned up mullet. I did that as a kid, man. Oh my God. Yeah, I did that. There's so many stories of Jack. I'm telling you, God has created a hilarious fucking character in me. I am a funny fucker. Okay, please overlook the profanity. I mean, I'm still who I am, man. But this tells me our God has an amazing sense of humor. And once I started waking up to more things in the world and I saw through the lies and I saw what was really going on, I was like, holy shit, this God of ours is like beyond perfection. It's like the absolute order and the absolute, it's just divine. It's everywhere. Once you see God's perfection, you can't unsee it. You might question it once in a while and wonder, but then you remember your place is not to question God. God's reality is real, man. God's reality is real. I am truly high on life, and I never thought I could understood what that meant. I know people have fun sometimes and they get enjoyment, but man, to truly just give yourself to God and see what it feels like, right? Start subtle. That's the way it was for me. That was something actually a lesson. um yeah, as I was just talking about you. One of the examples of amazing compassion I've met. I keep learning. And you are a funny fucker too, my friend. Dude, Austin, I love that question. God, what if God's reality is real and our reality is not real? What if the world is not what it seems? What if you are not what it seems? I mean, I've been experiencing this a lot. People got these opinions about me, and I'm like, okay, I get why you could say that, but I'm not what you see, what it seems. It's not. It's not what you're thinking. So, what if reality is only real to you and me? That's what I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, right? We're a manifestation of consciousness within the mind and heart of our creator. It's like there's no escape from the awareness and the grasp, the control, the order of our creator. It's perfection. It's perfection that's unfolded. We call it time, the unfolding of life. We found records and we created imagined theories, right? We tuned in to the greater mind and found answers somehow, right? But all the explanations, right, depends on where you go. I forgot where I started with that. Dude, the show is sponsored by the Harvesters of Cannabis because why not, man? I was thinking earlier, I was appreciating the craftsmanship of a glass pipe, the growers. I was wondering how many flowers does a plant produce? I don't even know, but there's other people who know. And there's other people who've known the medicine that that plant brings from, generations of the past. And then I understand Trump is doing some legal nonsense about the hemp products and stuff, the THC. They're going to play these stupid games again. I mean, what's the deal? It's time. They got to quit playing these games. There's been these perverts and selfish pigs who've had power and control in this world for far too long. Holy cows. Well, I opened the door, didn't I? And I wonder. Let's see how this goes. We've got a guest joining, so I'd like to welcome back Stephen, the Raven Keeper.
Hello. Hello. We've had some conversations in email that were interesting. Uh I like your reaction, Jack. You got a new hairstyle today. It seems like.
Yeah, I found that I could just pull back the top part, and I don't have to do it all. Um, it's
See, I
really just
notice these
top
changes.
that's in my.
I notice changes in details. I do pay attention.
I noticed you were posting stuff about me, so I appreciate your watching.
Yes. Well, I have been making you famous and giving
Hmm.
your channel attention. I'm a marketing genius. So when people see these videos, these short clips, they're probably thinking, "Who's this Jack Talcott character?" So it is actually helping you out
Hmm.
indirectly in a way, you might say.
There was someone who found me through you. They told me
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
can't remember who that was, but
Jake or Nolan. There's been a few. Nolan did.
may have been Nolan. He's a
Yeah,
nice young
he did.
man.
I don't like him, but I'm glad you have him. I gave him to you. I said, "Go to Jack Talcott. Leave me
I
alone."
I'd like to talk to that Jake the Awake. Apparently, you got him to give
Yeah.
me attention too. I
Well,
appreciate
he
that.
saw me here. He watches me.
Oh.
He used to call himself Jake the
He,
Asshole. He's a flat earther. He changed his name to Jake the Awake. But he watches me. He's been trying to contact me for years. And I don't know. There's a conflict there. I may have called him a pissant and said I'd step on him or something, but we
probably.
he said a few things about me as well. He's made videos about me in live streams. So it goes back and forth, but yeah, maybe you could have him on your show. I don't know if he believes in Jesus or if he I don't know if he believes in God. He's a flat earther though. He used to be. I don't know if he still is. But you know, Jack, Jake actually teased a homeless man one time on video. I think the video's still, and he it was terrible. Like he made this video where the homeless guy just wanted to make a phone call. He just wanted to let him phone someone. He wasn't even begging for money. He was outside of a 7-Eleven, and it might still be on the internet, but it was pretty horrible. Jake was kind of drunk and yelling at the guy like, "Come on," and saying he had $100 bill, but I'm not going to give it to you. And that's when I kind of went after Jake and said, "You really are an asshole for teasing a homeless guy like that outside of a
Sounds like
7-Eleven."
it. Sounds like it.
Yeah,
This
so it was an asshole move. But anyway, how's your day? How's your day? And how's your show today?
I actually feel pretty darn good, to be honest.
Well,
I've been
I'm here,
amazed.
so I hope you feel better.
Well, actually, I'm glad you're here because this is kind of the goal I was reminded of by a friend. What our world really could benefit from, men being kinder to men.
Yeah.
And I
I try to be kind, especially to the unfortunate, especially the homeless. We've gone back and forth, but you have called me despicable. You said you'd call me a bitch and choke me out. So you haven't been kind, Jack. You have not been kind. I
I
said in
dropped to your
email,
level. I did drop to your level, and
no,
I'm
I'm
sorry for
not at that
dropping to
level.
you.
I've not done that to you. So you dropped below my level.
You may not, you know what? The things you have done, you have not acknowledged either.
Yeah, I have. I said I made
Oh,
videos about you, mocked you, called you a
mm,
pissant, called you short, called you a
mm,
psycho. I've admitted to it. The memes, the clown memes. I've
mm.
admitted to what I've done. Jack, it's you that doesn't want to really admit to the things you've done. Or we could clear this
What
up.
what do you feel I've not admitted to?
The
I
violent
don't
threats, the
I acknowledged that. That
well, are
was
you
a
gonna follow through?
reflection.
Because I did offer 1,000
I
US dollars.
explained. I explained. See, and this is what I mean. It's another example where you missed my explanations for some
I
reason.
didn't get your explanation.
It was a reflection of a memory from my past. And admittedly, the idea for a flash of a moment, it did sound appealing to me, but that's not who I am. That's not who I am anymore.
I'd pay for health insurance for a week. So if you got injured, you could go to the hospital. You wouldn't have to pay.
I don't know what that means.
It means I think I could beat the shit out of you, Jack, and injure you pretty
Oh,
badly, Jack. That's what it
okay.
means. But are you
Okay.
gonna apologize for that, or are you gonna take the offer? Which is it?
What offer?
The offer to meet me and fight me, call me a bitch to my face and fight me, or
Yeah.
apologize.
No, I told you in our emails, you're not worth my time, Stephen.
You're not gonna apologize.
You're you're actually irrelevant to my success, so
See, this is
no.
the but Jack, this is the thing when you call people irrelevant fools and stuff, you gotta
Well,
expect them not to take
prove
that.
me wrong. Prove me wrong. Don't just disagree or complain about it. What
I'm
is
not
your
just here to
relevance to how are you relevant to my success? So far, nothing's been offered. Nothing helpful has been offered or
I have
discussed
been the
by
best
you.
co-host ever on your show.
No, no, you have not.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I've told you before, I have tolerated you, not appreciated you.
Just tolerated me. The best
Yes.
co-host ever.
No, you're not.
I
I mean, I'm sorry to
I
tell you
can't
the
believe
truth,
this.
but I'm not sorry to tell you the truth,
Jack,
Stephen.
I can't believe this. You don't think I'm the best co-host. Can we get a poll in the chat room to see
No,
what
it's
people think?
irrelevant.
Oh,
It's
okay.
irrelevant to my opinion. And
Well,
my
Jack,
opinion is what is controlling here on this live stream.
okay.
Because, as I said, while you think you're the best and you've outsmarted me and whatever, you're irrelevant.
Jack, it's
You're
not nice
bringing
to call
nothing,
people
dude.
irrelevant.
Nothing
It's not
helpful. Nothing. You know what? And please forgive me, Stephen.
okay.
Men can be kinder to men.
I
How
am a
about
man of
this?
forgiveness. Sorry, go ahead.
I appreciate that. Okay.
I'm
And I
trying to be
trust
kind here and polite. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead, Jack.
the fact remains, Stephen, I trust you can do better. You can be better than you have been. With me, to me. Do you
Yeah.
disagree?
No, I agree with you. And you could be better towards me. We could both be better. We could both do better, Jack. Could you
I
not do
actually
better?
think I'd be better without you, though. That's the
Oh,
thing.
Jack. See, this isn't very Christian and loving of you.
But it's honest.
How could you
Don't
do
use it.
better without me?
Well, so far, like I said, I've tolerated you. There's moments where I've appreciated you, but
Yeah.
more than
You've
often,
said that certain shows. I think you've forgotten, but at certain shows you said you really appreciated my help
there are
in the way that
moments I can
shows, whole
appreciate
shows,
what you're bringing.
whole
There's
shows,
all
not
there's
just
all
moments. Let's be fair.
Stephen,
Yeah.
I will often, if I exaggerate, I'll try
Mhm.
to exaggerate on the side of
Oh,
goodness.
Jack.
I'll
See, you're
overinflate.
trying to hold back from complimenting me, but I think deep down you love me, man. You're like, "Holy cows, man, I do love King Stephen." There's gonna be a time you're gonna call me King Stephen, the Raven King. You're gonna be one of my biggest fans. I can see it. I can see that in the future.
I appreciate the optimism actually, and I could see us becoming better friends
Yeah.
and being more supportive of each other instead of just what's been going on.
Well, to lighten the mood, Jack, if I fought Paul the slave, who would you bet on if you had to bet your life savings?
My life savings ain't much anymore.
How much is your life savings right now?
It's irrelevant.
Well, it's
I would bet
irrelevant.
between you and Paul in a physical
Yeah,
match. I would actually bet on Paul.
there you go.
Yeah, he's yeah.
You'd bet on
I
him to sit on
actually
me? He's lost weight though. He's trimmed down. He's slimmed down,
I
I
hope
think.
so.
He said he's
I
lost 100 pounds. So good
Good
for
for
him. I
him.
don't hate
Good
him.
for him,
See, I
man.
could compliment the guy. I complimented him. Good for
I
him. He's lost 100 pounds.
I know. I actually my admiration for Paul, it's been pretty clear.
I'd love to fight Paul. I know I'm decades older than him, but I
Why?
well, he challenged me one time, and I like a good challenge. I like when people challenge me. I've put people in the hospital before. I'm a pretty good fighter. I'm a trained martial artist since I was a kid, and I've trained in boxing, MMA, and I don't know. I don't necessarily like hurting people, but I like fighting. I like fighting.
I used to, and then I grew up.
Well, it there's a certain thrill to knocking someone's teeth out and knocking them out and stuff. It's just do you get an adrenaline rush from that? Like, do you understand the
I'm a
physical?
man who is suggesting that men be kinder to men,
Do you
and
want to
I'm
start
also
today?
suggesting ending wars.
Do you want to start being kinder today? Start showing peace
I
by
have been.
example on
I
your
have
channel?
been. Yes, I
Okay.
have been. Please
Okay.
recognize the leadership. Okay.
Well, I'll recognize you doing that if you recognize my genius and my creative genius and the way that I'm able to not only create artwork, music, characters, do everything essentially. Do you recognize that?
I recognize you have talents and that you waste a lot of your time on
Would
irrelevant things.
would you not fall short of saying the word genius?
I would not call you a genius because I've not seen that.
You won't go that far.
Not from what I've seen. I don't look at you much, admittedly. Like I said, my opinion of you is based primarily on
Just
what
here.
I experienced here and the little bit of things that I've looked at. And yeah, I'm not going to call you a genius. I've called you a fool and I stand behind it because of the behavior I've experienced from you.
Would you at least call me a handsome devil?
No,
You haven't seen oh, okay. Well,
sorry.
Jack, okay.
I
Well, I
mean, I
smell
don't,
really good. I wear very good cologne.
that could be possible.
Do you wear cologne, Jack? I'll send you a bottle of Prada. Do you like Prada?
I don't,
You
I
ever heard
don't,
of Prada cologne for men?
I don't think I have.
Oh,
I
it's
used to
amazing
wear,
stuff.
I used to wear Dracar and
Dracar Noir? Noir?
yeah,
Noir?
yep, and
Oh, man, come
Polo and God,
the
what was
green
the other
bottle
one?
of Polo? What color was the bottle?
The
Oh, the
green
green
one.
stuff. Yeah. See, I know you, dude. I can read you. I would send you a bottle of Prada Amber Pour Homme. It is fantastic stuff. It smells like the best, cleanest, like five-star hotel soap, luxury. Just it's so good. The ladies love it. Ladies love that stuff. Talcott, you would have the ladies coming up and smelling. Go, oh man, you smell so good.
Tell you what, I'll keep that in mind, and when I have a lady in my life, maybe we'll go check it out. Um, I appreciate the idea, and I can imagine you smelling well. I can,
Oh
and
yeah, I do.
and
I've
I
got
know
about
you're.
100 bottles of cologne. I collect them. I'm really into colognes. Luxury colognes.
I've I moved from those things into like the oils, essential oils. Get a little mint, a little lavender, something like that. Smells good to me.
This has some lavender in it. It smells like you'd smell like $1,000,000. You'd smell like your net worth was like a tenth of mine. You really would. You'd smell like $1,000,000. I'm probably worth 10,000,000 at least. But anyway, yeah, I you'd smell really good. And somebody in the chat room, don't judge me, said Jack looks like he wants to throw up when he talks to Steven. That's horrible to say that. Jen, don't say that. Come on. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm here to give Jack a laugh and a smile. I'm not here to be a Debbie Downer. I'm here to be uplifting and positive. Golly geez, man.
I
Holy
think
cows, man. Go ahead, Jack.
I think many times you are.
I
And
am.
and here, while I wouldn't agree with your genius claim, I will say that I don't believe you are as bad as some have chosen to say. Um, and you're facing some pretty relentless critics that don't seem to have
Absolutely.
any desire to stop.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. You know what, Jack?
However,
They say bad publicity is good publicity. So if they want to
dude,
talk about me, I've got the biggest reputation on YouTube, I think, at this point. Everybody knows my name.
here's right, and that's possible. And what I actually
Mhm.
think this is, I honestly do. It's an incredible opportunity for transformation, for a brand new Steven to arise, right, in a greater
King
version than
Stephen,
he's ever been.
the Raven
To
King.
act- well, to actually start upholding the claim of royalty. Um, you become one who's there to serve. That's the way to win.
I do, Jack, you know what? I do try to serve my people. Sometimes people come to me and say, hey, Stephen, I'm in dire straits. I need help. Their mom is sick or something, and I'll help them out with money. I do try to help people behind the scenes. I don't want to boast about it
Good.
here, but I really don't
You
talk
know,
about it that much, but I really do. I try to
well,
help people.
Stephen, and I can believe that about you. But I'd also encourage you to look in the areas where you can do better. Maybe it's not just in giving, but in other ways.
I don't even like most people though, Jack, to be honest. I try to help people, but I don't like most people.
And that is something that's holding you back from doing more. Can
Do you
I
like most people? Go ahead, sorry.
I do. And this actually it all kind of ties together, this comment. Jack was also in Vegas during the staged event. I was there
Was
with
it
that event. Colleagues of mine were there at that shooting. Um,
Oh, the was it the rock concert from the hotel? Is that the one?
the
The
country
Las Vegas?
music concert,
Oh, okay.
Mandalay Bay or something, if I remember
Oh,
right.
your friends were right there?
My friends and colleagues were at that
Oh,
concert.
and you
Several
were
of
there
them.
too somehow, or
I was in Bally's. I think that was the hotel I was in, and I could hear the shooting. But this was sincerely. This was right in the time I was waking up to different ways of seeing the world. When I first heard the gunfire, I thought it was just shit. It's Las Vegas. There's probably a gun range somewhere near, and that's target practice. Well, first I thought it was fireworks, and then that was the next explanation I gave when I recognized it. No, that's machine guns. That's gunfire.
damn.
Then I heard the sirens, and the I heard the heroes. I saw the heroes in that incident. The police, the nurse. There was people on the news saying, "Hey, I'm an ER nurse, ER doc, whatever it was. I'm trying to get to work. The traffic. Help us get out of the way if you're not necessary, so that we can care to those who are in this." And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just seeing it all unfolding right where I was safe, and it was just like, wow, wow. But when we've got a problem, when you got a problem in your life, think of think of the helpers. This was something I heard from someone else recently again.
I told
Let-
you that. That's from Mister Rogers' show.
Oh,
Think of the
well,
helpers. Yes.
yeah, thank you. I've been
Yeah.
given that thought, and that's what happened with me. And they weren't just helpers, they were heroes
See,
running
I'm not
towards
irrelevant. I do help out.
emergencies.
I do help out. I try
I
to.
know.
But,
All right,
Jack, I have
Stephen.
come to be honest. Go ahead, go ahead. What were you saying?
I wanted to confess and admit I stand corrected.
Thank you.
You have had relevance.
Yes.
You have offered some
And
things
I
that I
do have fans
certainly have
here coming in
been.
the chat. I do bring people here, and there are fans of me here that stop by. I was gonna say, remember years and years ago, there was a "We Are the 99% protest in New York City on Wall Street. I sent them money and pizzas. I'm not
Good
kidding. I
for you.
actually did back then. I did back then. I sent them a bunch of pizzas. But there was a thing where there was a time when I would have probably been I remember seeing that happen and I was starting to change at that point, my view, slowly, not completely, but
Right. It
there
was
was
a
a time
start.
when yeah, there was a start because I thought, you know what, these guys are out there protesting in these filthy tents and they don't have food and they're sleeping on the street. They were on the sidewalks and in the parks and stuff, just in tents. They didn't have anything. And it was all on TV all the time. It was on the news and you could watch it even on the internet. There was some early live streams, I think, of it. Not like today, not the tech we have now. But my point, Jack, is there were billionaires on Wall Street during that. I recall seeing them with champagne and drinking champagne and laughing and pointing down at them and mocking them. And that's when I thought to myself, that could have been me not that long before. I could have been joining in with them, laughing and pointing, drinking champagne and being, ha ha, yeah, you dirty peasants, and, looking down on them and stuff. And I've been making progress over the years.
I'm
So
glad to hear.
I try not to look down on people, even if they're homeless or poor or, there's people, there's a lot of people in bad situations these days.
Yes, and there's a lot of good people who want to help others. And if we can
Yeah.
connect everyone together, which we can, I mean, I've got faith. Guys, we are here to bring forth the new kingdom. A greater world. It's waiting.
Yeah.
This greater
Yes.
world is where we confront the immoral laws, right? The legal system is corrupt. It protects the wealthy and the owning class. It's illusions, it's complications, just for unnecessary separation. It's a bunch of bullshit designed by the devil. So, well, maybe revealed by the devil, designed by man. The banking industry is
Yeah.
brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It looks so powerful, and they do such a good job of keeping track of everything that everyone trusts in it. But it's built upon lies. The money is a lie. It's fiat currency backed by nothing. It's backed by nothing but debts. And so brings us back to the thought I was looking at earlier today. It blows my mind. How can we choose to continue living in a world where people charge people to live and to learn and to receive health care, right? And the basics,
Even to use a bathroom at times.
right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
places you have to put in money to use it and get a parking, you gotta put a credit card in to park your vehicle places and just everything, but, yeah, I see what you're saying. It is a brilliant pyramid scheme, the banking system. The money system is like a brilliant pyramid scheme because it is fiat currency. There's no backing.
Hmm.
There's no gold.
No,
It's thin air. It's
right.
fiat.
And many of the people who gamble on Wall Street, they know that. They know it's all pretend, and all they need to do is call up their buddy and get a loan, and they'll be covered, right? And it's we've got
Yeah.
we've got legal conspiracies happening in America.
Look how
What
many
is
times they bailed out Trump. He was bankrupt multiple times.
Yes,
They bailed
yes,
out Trump Corporation.
the Rothschilds, as I
Yeah.
understand, which might mean that he might feel indebted to that family of business that profits from manipulation,
The
exploitation,
Lord
and
Rothschild,
extortion.
they're all lords and they've been
Right.
they became royals, the Dewey Rothschild family. Somebody, I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody's saying they love Harry and the Hendersons, and somebody in the chat room asked you if you would do a did you see that comment? They said, "Would you do a sequel to Harry and the Hendersons?" You weren't in that movie, were you?
No.
You never acted? Was Bedamon thinks that you were
Yeah,
in
so I'm not sure what the purpose or
I think
relevant,
it's a movie, or wasn't it?
but it kind of deflected from
Well, there's a rumor going around that you're an actor, so
okay,
Brown's
okay.
Boy,
Now I'm
it
seeing the
ties in with
connection.
yeah.
Now I'm
They
okay, gotcha.
they think you're an actor.
Well, and this is what's fascinating, truly, because I'm not. I'm not acting. I'm not pretending. I'm not reading someone else's script. I'm being me, honest, open, and authentic. And what I am literally suggesting to anyone who can hear me, let's do it. Let's start a grassroots movement. The mission, the goal, the purpose, the immediate end of wars worldwide, the immediate beginning of reforms worldwide, transparency and honesty, no more protecting liars and selfishness, because someone said it earlier about the devil has a, what was that? The devil is a genius. It was
The devil
always,
is a beautiful genius. I know the devil. I could probably talk to the devil and oh, that was Goblin that said that. The
hmm,
devil is a beautiful genius.
yeah. But it is true. The old system is collapsing. Part of it is intentional, right? Because the way God has us, the way the way God has us growing and moving, it is time for change. And see, I was considering the idea of I think about the words I say quite a bit. The idea of being the awareness of the present existence. That's all any of us are, you and me. We are just the awareness of this present moment of existence in the perception, right? The view that we're in, and we carry memories. We're not the body.
Yeah, I agree. So are we part of God's story? Just is this like a storybook that we're living in a sense?
Yes. It's kind of a create your own adventure. You level up as you learn about yourself
Oh, I
and
loved
how,
those books growing up. Create Your Own Adventure.
right?
I used
It's,
to read those.
I did too. I love those too.
Those were cool.
They were. And the thing
Yeah.
is that's what we are. If you look at a lot of the games that people create, they're reflections on life, on society.
Yeah. If Jeeps called you, would you answer her call?
I'm
I
sure I would.
I don't think she uses her voice, but if she hypothetically phoned you, I've never heard her voice or seen her on panel. She's very anonymous, but that would be pretty cool if Jeeps called Jack. And also Brown's boy, would you talk to him? If he called and said, "Jack, you're an actor," you know, his whole spiel that he keeps going on about.
Yeah, I'd like to know why. What See, the thing is, what I've realized is people suffering from confusion, the ones who are constantly repeating themselves, um, they're not paying attention, and you can't communicate with someone who doesn't have the willingness to pay attention.
I don't know who Chucky is. I pay attention here, but I still don't know who that is really. I thought it was at first I thought it was that Raging Tomato girl.
Mm-mm.
She has a panel show. Flow State goes on there a
Yeah,
lot.
Cheap Girl does message me once
Oh,
in a
she
while.
does?
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't heard her voice though either, but that's all right.
I've never heard her voice. I don't know what she sounds like, so it'd be interesting.
Here, Betamon, Jack, would you rate Landry's cross-dressing pics if he texted you at that number? No.
Oh, Jeep says she knows who Chucky is. Jeeps, if you won't give Jack a call, would you give me a call? I'd like to hear your voice. You don't have to whisper anything naughty to me, Jeeps. I'd just like to hear your voice. I'm just curious what her voice sounds like. She's not Paul's girlfriend, I don't think, but she is a
You
fan
have
of Paul.
anything related to things I say,
Oh, I'm
please?
sorry, Jack. Let's get back to Jack. I got off track.
I know.
Admittedly, I'm admitting to what I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just started thinking about Jeeps and anyway, my mind strayed to what her voice might sound like because I've seen her for years and I don't know what she sounds like. Do you ever get like that, Jack? Like curious about someone here? Never. Oh, that's fascinating.
Well, possibly. I mean, I give some thought and reflection to people I interact with, particularly ones who are in opposition to me, but I've been learning. I don't give other people a lot of time or attention unless I want to, and I focus my wants on what I love. So the people who I love, they get my time and attention.
You said one time I was useless. You called people useless, and do you feel like people are just if they you can't use them for something, you don't want them in your life?
No, if people offer me uh, more unpleasantness and more interruptions, more obstacles, if people don't offer anything that's helpful, I'm better off without them. Okay. And there's
Really?
a lot of people just filled with negativity and they don't want to hear any different. So you've been through periods of that too.
Yeah. Well, Jack, I was just curious, who are your favorites here on your show? Not just necessarily in the panel, but overall, because nobody's ever heard you say that, I don't think. We know you don't like Chuck from Tennessee, and certain people get on your nerves. We're aware of that as an audience. That's what I'm getting at. Who would your favorites be that are part of the Talcott show or experience? Talcottia.
I think the ones I've probably had the most fun with are Paul and Powder Dusty. Paul Enslaved and Powder
Oh
Dusty.
man, those
Yeah,
two.
yeah. Because they actually paid attention to me, and they kind of read me a little better than most, I think. They push me. They
Yeah,
definitely push me,
I've
but
seen old clips of arguments and stuff. Got heated and yelling. So there was that. But what about Illumitami? How do you still do you
oh
not get
yeah,
along with him
I
or
I love Illumitami. His humor is just he's friggin' hilarious, but he makes it so challenging to spend time with him anymore because all he's doing is yelling and screaming at me. And that gets old.
yeah, it does. I never yell and scream at you. I'm always
I know.
calm on here.
You're a different method.
A different method, Jack. Come on.
Well, Stephen, I've said this that you and Paul have similarities. You're both
Yeah.
manipulators.
No,
Uh,
come on, man.
yes, very much so.
Manipulators.
Very much so. He's more aggressive and dominating, and you're more subversive. You're slippery. Yeah, you're both
More
both
clever.
very skilled.
More clever, you'd probably say. Would you
Okay,
agree?
I possibly
He is a
there's
redhead. He's hot-headed. He's a ginger, so he's the redheads are I have a lot of Irish cousins, man, and they
hey,
redheads, so
you know
Paul
what?
help wow.
Yes,
Okay.
that's something to friggin' celebrate. You know
I
what?
didn't
And
know that
acknowledge
until
that.
now, but
Paul
I
has
do
helped
appreciate that.
people.
I respect that.
He's done while he's controversial and he's difficult to be around sometimes.
Irritating sometimes. Yeah, he could be like sandpaper on the skin.
he's he's helped a lot of people,
I
and
respect that.
I
I'm
wanna
pu
thank
I'm
him.
on record as saying I respect if Paul or somebody helps others, even if I have differences with them, I do respect that about Paul, this person saying he was helped. I think Jeep said that Paul helped her or something at one point. I respect her. I respect Paul for helping people.
Me too. Here's another one though that has not been a lot of fun.
Oh,
Should I bring him
Landry?
up?
Is it Landry?
No, it's not Landry.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Snafu?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bring him on, man. I enjoy him
He's
coming on.
how about let me address. He's I saw from the chat, so he'll want to be heard. He felt disrespected by my choice yesterday to not let him share his testimony, his
I
story.
missed it. So
So I apologize that you found offense in that choice, Snafu, but I'm sure we can move past it.
No, but you apologize. But you know what's funny is the audience saw what you did. You should be ashamed of yourself as a quote life coach. The dude came here, and when I said he went to the wrong place, that's facts. Okay. But I actually ate over 80 pills to kill myself. I've been very fucking forward about my optics and shit. And because your selfishness trying to act like a professional fucking mental health coward, you fucking blocked and you brought this back to Jack. Just like you're yelling at Steven when he's contributing to your shit. He's talking. You're so it's not about me, Steven. Bring this back to Jack. You should feel fucking ashamed of yourself what you pulled yesterday, you fucktard. Ashamed. But you're not. But that's why your family left and they're not ever coming back.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
You don't listen to. Hey, you said you admire Paul and Flo. Both of them have told you that you're selfish and you're fucktard and you're full of shit. So do you listen to that part that they tell you?
I've looked at myself and I've looked at
Because
my
it's kind of funny that all of us have come to the same agreement.
Yep. You believe You enable lies, Snafu. You don't see what you're doing. You enable lies. And I don't know why. Any suggestions, Raven King?
That's a good question. I don't really know how to deal with snafu. I mean, I get along with them sometimes. People have lied and said I was a zebra. I was never a zebra. I don't
Okay.
have anything against them, but I
Yeah.
just don't know them very well. So I'm not sure how to handle the whole thing. But it's cool when people get along. I do like when people get along on these shows, and it's so rare in a way. Like there's times where the whole panelverse seems to be battling and um, stuff like that. And anyway, I just wanted to confess while I was here too, Jack. I didn't kill my dad. I know I said that on here, but I had said that on OTW's channel, and he had a show called "We Laugh at Everything," something like that, with his daughter. And I was on as a guest live, and I was making them laugh. And then I dropped that bomb that, oh, I killed my dad when I was 11 years old. And it was just dead silence. And I found it funny because they didn't laugh at that. They kicked me off the show and said, oh, it's gotten morbid all of a sudden. And then I kind of ran with that on your show and Landry's show. So I am fessing up. I did not kill my dad when I was 11 years old. I kicked the shit out of him, but I didn't kill him. I'm kidding. I didn't kick the shit out of him at 11. He was bigger than me.
I appreciate you you
So I got to
sharing.
confess. Yeah. I haven't murdered anybody, even in self-defense or defending someone else. I almost did one time, but that's another story. I'm not going to go off track here. But I just wanted to clear the air with that, Jack, because I didn't murder my dad. I don't want people to think that here that I
I
was
appreciate that.
what do they call that again? Parenticide or something when you murder a parent?
Something like that.
Yeah. I wasn't in juvenile hall or whatever. Juvie, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I apologize. I was listening, but I
Okay.
saw a couple of comments and the Nightbot thing. Yeah, there's something weird about the Nightbot thing, at least on my channel.
What's the Nightbot doing?
It's timing people out or blocking. It's I don't know. I timed it out for 24 hours so we can get through this. I have I have the viewers or the comments all disappearing, man.
Uh, oh wow, that's hilarious. Jack timed Nightbot, timed out Nightbot. There's a
Um,
comment.
um, so okay, here's what I've learned about Mr. Snafu. His name is commonly known, but
Yeah.
he's irritating, he's persistent, he's pretty negative sometimes, but he's not a bad guy. I don't believe he has cruel or evil intentions. I don't believe that about him. And I actually think if I could convince Snafu to trust me, yeah, I think if he would trust me, I could help him. I could help him better understand me and what I'm doing. And I have a theory that if people understand me and what I'm doing, they'll understand themselves a little better. And then maybe find a different idea of things to do.
Yeah. So you want a life coach Snafu in a sense, to help him get back on track. And
I
you
could.
said that you said he could be mean, but he's not evil, he's not cruel, or I
I
think you
don't,
said.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Maybe
Do
he's
you think
done cruel things, but I don't think that's his heart
well,
or
maybe he's
intention
made some
now.
mistakes. We've all
Yeah,
made mistakes.
right.
I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. Chucky in the chat's made mistakes and
Hmm.
saying so Steven's an actor. I'm not an actor. I'm not paid for this appearance. I just popped up here randomly. Jack didn't pay me to come on here. If people are thinking that in the
No,
chat, it's not
right.
true. So
Here, let's see. The goal today. and I do want this to become a more common practice here on these panels, men
Yeah.
being kind to men. So is there kindness within you, Snafu?
Yes, Jack. In fact,
Thank
I've
you.
asked you to life coach me many times. Guess what you do with the ones that are wanting life coaching? You backstage, you mock, you ridicule, and you ask your guest, "How do I? What do I?" Maybe you should go back to life coach school.
Well,
Maybe
actually,
you should just let Steven life coach for you. Like, give him the
how
job.
about how about let me do this, right? And I'll point out
Okay,
to you
so
there's a
let me ask you a
lesson.
question.
There
Okay,
was a
since I'm
lesson.
your client right now, let me ask you a question. Why is it okay for Jack Talcott to hide secrets? And they're actually kind of big secrets. Your thumbnails are blasphemous. You put your face on Jesus. So you're hiding whoever is making your, well, I know who it is. I can tell everyone right now. But you have shown that you're willing to hide in your own camp. And people have a right to say, well, you're hiding blasphemous. You put your face on Jesus.
Who's
And then
making
you
the
make
images?
excuses.
Jesus.
Why are you hiding who makes your thumbnails? Why is that a secret in Jack Talcott's camp?
Is it
I'm confused
Landry?
here. No, it's a girl. It's a girl. I'll tell you personally, Steve. It's a girl who does his thumbnails.
It's
But
Jeeps?
he's afraid to tell you all. He's hiding a secret right now, and he thinks it's petty. But some of us are like, no, you put Jesus's face on your face. Some of us think that's blasphemous, but that's a secret. Why are
Snafu.
you hiding secret?
Hello. We'll come back to that, but one thing at a time, right? So first you wanted to criticize my ability to coach you. And then
Yes,
you complained that I put you in the back.
everyone.
Now,
You put Tommy, Steve. So I've seen
let's
you. Like
let's focus
Steve has been working with you quite well, but like
let's
when
focus
you
on you. Let's
even to
focus
well, no,
on
I'm just saying even today, you got eyebrows
right.
furrowed when he was interacting with the audience, bro. He
I'm
wasn't being
about to
mean,
put you in
negative.
the I'm about to put you in the back
I know
again.
you are.
You're not allowing me to finish my thought. That's why you get thrown in the back because of your interruptions.
Oh, is that what you do in life coach? That do you have like a little jail with a key, like a room, like if we were to show up
Well,
at the office?
here's something you can learn about me. You might disagree. While I have my moments, I actually have quite a bit of self-discipline.
No, I have
And
not seen that.
Jack Jail. I think he has
you
a room
haven't
called Jack's Jail.
I think
you
maybe you
haven't
worked on yourself on certain optics. I will give you that. I will give
and
you that.
Yeah.
I have been working on my self-discipline. Now that's something you can work on too. And your self-discipline starts with learning when to listen. Okay? Because seriously, dude,
Well,
you
okay. Look, the key word listen. You brought up Paul and Flo. I asked you. They both have relayed to you that you're selfish. Your guru shit is full of shit, and you're most likely not going to accomplish what
They're
you
his
say.
favorites, though, he
So,
mentioned.
did you listen to them? No,
I
you
did.
did. Well, did you?
I did. I answered
Oh,
that already. So here, Gray Rock, welcome to you.
Gray Rock.
look
Greetings,
at the
Jack.
Gary.
Greetings, Jack. I got one question. Snafu, with this secrecy thing, can you show me where your God is, or are you trying to hold him in secret? Show me
Yeah,
your God.
my God is
Otherwise,
everything. Yeah,
yeah,
everything. Where there's
show me your
creation
God.
shows where God is.
So
You
God is
idiot.
both. So God is both good and evil, right? So He's both good, the
Well,
light
even
and
God
the dark.
hated Esau. You're
Both
right.
exposed.
You're right.
He is
Malachi
both.
and Romans
The
say God
exposed
hated
and the
Esau.
hidden. He is both the exposed and the hidden, right? So if he's the secret, and you're saying that that Jack needs to stick to his word and expose the secrets, then you please expose God. Please
I
expose
did.
God. Show
I
me
did.
this.
Look. Evil.
Show me
God
this
created
God.
you and Jack. There's
Show me
evil.
this God. Show
God
me this.
created you and Jack. There's evil.
I think El Perro was kind of trying to pin Snafu down, though. It wasn't really that
Oh really?
helpful.
Oh really? That wasn't Snafu trying to pin Jack down? The fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
Hey, that's rude. Come on. What are you doing there?
There was both. I mean,
Yeah.
Snafu's playing these silly games. He's not trying to have a conversation like a mature
Well,
person.
Jack, I'll offer to mediate if you want me to mediate a conversation. Not today. It may be today or some other day. At your preference, I'm willing to mediate, because I think you guys do have some common ground
We all
with
do.
certain things. Yeah, we all
We all
do.
do.
And
Yeah.
even with, belief in God or that sort of stuff. So I think that maybe you guys eventually could come together. Maybe you won't be best of friends, but like this relationship could get better. Everything could improve, right?
It can. And this is an accurate observation of snafu. Interrupt, interrupt, interrupt. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Wah. Why do you always put me in the back, says Snafu. I mean,
We've always said
seriously,
that. I've
dude.
said that backstage too. I've said that at times, and so's Tommy and others. I mean, that's what happens here. But I don't know if I could help you out with Brown's Boy though, Jack, because honestly, no offense, Brown's Boy, but I think you're kind of nuts, dude. You think everyone's an actor. You just kind of think everybody's an actor on the internet, on all these shows. So I don't
Right.
know what it is, Brown's Boy, but
And he hasn't really been confronted or questioned, so he runs around thinking he's smart. And he's not as smart as he thinks. It's hilarious how stupid people can be.
yeah, I kind of think he's a big dummy. I don't think Brown's Boy's that bright with this. Everybody's an actor. Jack's an actor. Steven's an actor. Snafu's an actor. He's just going all over the place. He called Landry an actor. Landry can't act, dude. He's terrible at acting. How could you think Landry's an actor? Have you seen that guy? He just mumbles most of the time into a microphone. He's not a good actor. Landry told me that Jack, I don't want to stray from the topic, but Landry complimented me the other day and said I'm a fantastic actor. He said that he believed that I killed my dad. And when I was on here, he thought that that was real. He said, Steven, you're a great actor. I said, I'm not a good actor. He said, you're great. He bought the whole thing. And he said, you sounded so sad. I said, I was sleep deprived. I was in darkness. The only thing I made up was the part saying I killed my dad. That wasn't true. The rest was. I did battle insomnia. I was in darkness and sleep deprived and all that. But I didn't kill anyone. But Landry said, "Wow, you're so great as an actor." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" So, anyway, I don't think Jack's an actor. I think Jack is being sincere on his show.
Yeah.
I do think a greater world is waiting to be seen by us.
Thank
I
you,
do
Steve.
think we can do better than this. I don't think this is the peak of
No,
civilization. I think it could be
brother.
better.
Thank you. This is actually in the greater picture. It's a lesson I learned in my own path of development and as a coach. It's so simple and obvious, and it's also in line with the traditions and of religion. We
Yeah.
must admit where we're wrong. We must confess when we have done wrong. Otherwise, we'll never learn. We'll never learn how to be different unless we're willing to accept being wrong.
I confess I was wrong. I'm
I know,
confessing.
and
I'm
that's a good,
confessing today. That's why I
and I
came here.
appreciate it. I do
Yeah.
appreciate that. Let me not overlook that as well. I do appreciate honesty.
And I did make it
Okay.
up. I didn't I didn't murder my father at 11. That was not true. So I'm
Good.
confessing that I told
I'm
that
glad
on
to
a few
hear.
panels today or days ago when I said it, but I'm confessing to it today. I confess that Jack Talcott taught me something, must have been a week or two ago or something, about Coke Zero. It's not a health drink. It is a it is a chemical mess of a drink. It's got a lot of chemicals in it. And somebody said who would sponsor the Panelverse actors. Mine would be Coke Zero. I drink that stuff like it's going out of style. I drink so many Coke Zeros. I probably drink 20 Coke Zeros a day, maybe more than that. I don't know. It's horrible stuff, but it's very acidic
It's
and
not healthy,
it's not
Stephen.
healthy. It's
Seriously.
loaded with chemicals and
These
it
these these corporations, they find the cheapest chemicals to create the greatest addictions,
yeah.
and this shit is bad for us. We
I
live in
wish
a
they put the
toxic
cocaine in it like the original stuff, but they
we
don't.
we live in a very toxic world. And this
Yeah.
swings us back to my my awakening thoughts this morning.
Yeah.
We do not have to live in a world where profits and debts are the focus. We could create in this lifetime a world where generosity and service, kindness is rewarded. We just change our value systems. We break the chain of obedience. We renegotiate things of the past and we rewrite our destinies.
Change the social contract that we have, and that changes the society that we live in and the future. Change the present, change the future.
I love that you're getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dead serious.
I know it's
think
difficult though. Like, I'm not saying I get it and it's easy. Some people are here and they might not understand it yet.
the thing is the solutions are here. The opportunities are available. We
Yes.
are here. This is our lifetime. I started down this earlier. The first part of our life has already been written. The record is what it is. We are who we are. We are where we are. What are we going to do now? My goal within me, I want to live a life that others will want to write about. Because I'm not an author. I'm an
Yeah.
activist. That's
I'm
who
an
I am.
author. I could write a book. I could write a biography on Jack Talcott. Somebody
That's a
said Steven's
fascinating
brain
idea.
is fucked with aspartame. Someone else said I called BS if you drink 20 or more Coke Zeros a day. That means you spend almost 700 a month on soda. I probably spend over $1,000 a month on soda. I drink so much soda. I just drink way too much soda. I'm almost drinking that stuff in my sleep, Jack. I'm almost sleepwalking to the fridge. I have like a little bar fridge by my bed, and just I drink so many sodas.
Is it good for you?
No, it isn't. It's terrible for me, but I'm addicted.
Right.
It's such addictive stuff.
It may seem small,
Yeah.
but yeah, those things, you do that long enough and your body can't continue processing it, and then it starts getting damages. And I was addicted to that stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
I found I might suggest, if you're willing and if you really do want to change, you may experience some withdrawals, some discomfort, but switching to like iced tea, you can sweeten it up with natural ingredients pretty easily and better for you. Might even help cleanse your body a little bit.
I do
But
like iced tea, but that bubbly effect of Coke Zero,
yeah,
that's what I'm looking for. Like that.
oh,
That's what I like about it. So
I go to the sparkling waters. There's a lot of that, and I know it's not the best for me, but it doesn't have as many calories, as many chemicals. I mean, and there's some decent sparkling waters because I get it, that carbonated and the soda. It's something neat about it.
yeah, there is. I tried to get them to sponsor my show. I did contact them because I said I'm the biggest drinker of Coke Zero. I'm the biggest fan. You guys should be paying me $1 million every time I crack open a Coke Zero and tell my audience I'm drinking Coke Zero. I quit smoking though, Jack. I did quit smoking, so that's helped me a bit. But I quit smoking, but Coke Zero and Coke, the stuff that gives you energy. It's like two energy drinks for me. Coke and Coke, Coke Zero and Coke. That's my favorites. I just can't help it. But maybe I'll try the iced tea and try to work on that. How's Austin doing? Austin Murphy. I heard that he's trying to quit drinking. I hope he's doing well. I was thinking of him the other day. Austin Murphy. I think he's in a rehab or something. Anyway, shout out to Austin Murphy. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're on the track to quitting. Because when we got on this quitting and addiction, he came into my mind.
Yeah, there's actually a few people I've heard, they found some inspiration from the community or within themselves, and they chose to change.
Yeah.
And Austin is
Good for
one
him.
who's been open about it. Yeah, and it sounds like he's doing good.
I don't know if
So
he's here tonight.
what do I do?
Audio chopping.
God
Oh,
dang
I don't.
it.
It was choppy the other day. I saw some clips. Was it yesterday?
Here,
I wasn't
Stephen,
here, but I reviewed it. Sorry, go ahead.
I trust you can cover. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to
Okay,
reset my
I'll
screen.
cover the show. All right, everyone. Hopefully the audio issues get resolved. I'm going to give a shout out to Austin Murphy. I hope that you're doing better. We're not friends, but I do care about people. I'm a people person. I love people. I try to care for people, and I try to be good and kind to people. And this is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. And shout out to Austin Murphy. And I am the Raven King. I can do anything. And here I am playing with a knife, and I'm welcome back, Jack. I took over the show a little bit, but I gave a shout out to Austin Murphy, and I hope that he's doing well. Austin, if you're out there listening to this, hang in there, stay on track, and keep going. Oh, here he is. Mr. Murphy is here. Awesome. Good to see you. I hope you're on your path, and every day is another step. Just keep taking steps and stay on that track because you'll be getting better.
Here, the practice from the Buddhas, from Jesus too. It's the practice of having your mind on the present and reminding yourself not just the present time, but the presence of God. Have an awareness in your mind and heart that the presence of God is here with you in this time at all times. Because that quote, that's not mine on the thumbnail, but it's so powerful. You don't have to know what comes next. There's peace in knowing that whatever is. There's a plan and a purpose that's greater than we've discovered. Where you are, how you are, it's exactly where and how you're supposed to be.
Yes.
Dang. I have a lot of faith for the future. I'm not feeling confident about my ability to live stream as much if we're having 2 days in a row of the audio problems. What the heck am I supposed to do now?
They were asking me about playing the clip of you massaging the massage noises from the other day. Holy cows, man. That was classic. I could not resist clipping that. I was like, that's hilarious. I got to play that on repeat.
I appreciate it.
It's all in good fun.
There is something to be said about all publicity is good publicity, but I want to be a part of changing that idea because I want to promote those that are good and those that are good alone. We don't need to promote the bad. We don't need to promote the problems.
Yeah.
Unless we're bringing solutions, right?
Yeah. Let's not promote Brown's Boy unless he changes his ways.
I know.
Jack, I don't take myself too seriously. I know I make fun of you sometimes with the sounds and that. I find it funny. But there are clips out there on the internet of me snoring. I've fallen asleep on my live streams and been snoring right in the microphone. Like, no joke. Just like that. And there's clips of people recorded 10, 12 minutes or whatever of me snoring. And I don't mind. I've fallen asleep since then. I fell asleep backstage at Paul's channel. He brought me on and I was asleep, snoring. So, I mean, I have a habit sometimes of just falling asleep. Kind of feels good to see Steven behaving himself. Well, I'm trying my best, Track Steve. I'm a character. I'm a wild kind of I'm like one of those wild horses. You just can't tame me. You can put a saddle on me, but I'm not saying Trexty wants to ride me like a bucky bronco, but you could put a saddle on me and I'm still a wild horse. I'm just wild.
Even that's where we might be similar. we've got a wild side to us, a little defiant. And it comes across as pretty insensitive. Both of us do sometimes. But that's not who we are. I think
I don't
I can
like that
say,
people see me as insensitive. I wish they wouldn't. I wish I didn't come across that way, or I wish people wouldn't see me that way. I am a loving genius. I am a misunderstood genius. Somebody told me that, a woman, when she was dying, she said, "Stephen, you're a misunderstood, loving genius." And I was trying to be, I was a friend to her. I was trying to be loving to her. And I do care about people. I know it doesn't come across always on YouTube panels, but I'm not the dark, scary figure that some people on YouTube think I am.
well, this is what I realized too, is we've got to own our part.
Yeah.
And where it is accurate, where we are looking a little insensitive and cruel. Because that way we can be better.
Yeah.
We don't want to hurt anyone. We don't want to.
No. Landry thought I wanted to hurt him right away, and he thought, "Oh, this guy's gonna hunt me." He heard rumors about me and all this stuff, and
dude,
saying, "Oh, Stephen goes to people's houses." I've never been to any of these people's houses. I've never done that.
He's so paranoid, right? The story with my hard drive. He had to get my hard drive out of his house, because why? What the frick, dude? And he's just, yeah, dude. I get it. His imagination and his insecurities and his fears, they come out.
Yeah.
This is what God is doing with us, guys, whether we realize it or not. Our fears and our insecurities, they get shown. And if we don't pay attention to what we're doing, we look like fools.
He looked like a fool earlier today. He was live streaming in a hotel, and he didn't know he was in a hotel. A big hotel in Dallas, like a big, tall hotel with 40 stories or something, a great big building. And there was a convention going on, a board game, and Landry was lost. I don't know if that kid is on drugs or what, but he didn't know where he was. He said, "I didn't know it was a hotel. It was like a Hyatt or something, a great big one." And he's like, "Am I in a hotel?" And he was going up the elevator. I was thinking, what is this? What is he doing? But it was very strange. Just very strange live stream.
He's an interesting guy. He's living his life, and I just don't know. I'm hoping to talk to Landry, and for those who aren't aware, that's Modern Men Lost Again.
Yeah,
that's his channel. I am hoping to talk to him again. Barney earlier at the gym. We were talking about ideas that might help me, and the conversation gave me some ideas that maybe if Landry's willing to entertain, he might be able to do something fun. I don't know.
Well, something fun would be a good start. That might be a good.
What was suggested is, and I've heard it from many. I guess I do a poor job of explaining why I'm going this direction, what I think can be achieved, because there's no examples. People keep asking me for examples of other people doing this, and in the way that I'm looking, I don't know that I can. So AI might be able to imagine and create some visuals that could help.
Yeah. Well, he did win the contest, the AI contest in the panel.
I know.
I would love to see Landry get a little bit more, like, instead of going to these hotels and stuff, go like in the sewers, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that show with the Ninja Turtles in the sewers, and do a video down there and combine it with Joe Cool and AI and cops coming and make it real crazy. It would be fun. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If he wants to put me in his video as a scary villain or serial killer or something, he can do it if he wants to view me that way. I don't care. It's all in good fun.
Well, I am trying to recruit a movement. I believe it's time for a different interpretation of the Bible and what it means. The revelation. I believe it's a body of Christ, not so much an individual. The body of Christ will rule. And the body of Christ is found through those of us who embrace the light and walk with God. That is who I am. I embrace the light. I practice what I preach of go into the highest good. Go to the highest good to find the answers you need but might not want. That's real. I mean, I'm speaking from what I do, what I've seen myself do.
Yes. Yeah.
And we don't always need to go along with what the world says. Snafu keeps bringing up other people say this about you and other people say that about you. Okay. What is true?
People say a lot of things.
That's the problem. We got two ears and one mouth for a reason. We're supposed to listen more and speak with love. When we speak with love, the truth just flows. It's not hard. It's not scary. It's how we're designed to be, is to be with love. Those who are with love, they share love, and love comes from the heart through our words, through our movements, and the way we are.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
I was just going to say we went by the 1 hour 33 minutes. I see the 33, which is pretty cool to notice that. Snow said King Stephen and I can be the villain in Landry's script. I don't mind being that. I don't mind being the villain. He's got something against Snow for some reason now. I noticed the other night,
Does he?
and I was just wondering about that. Landry really doesn't get along with a lot of people, it seems like, except for maybe Moose, and that's about it. I don't know why, but
I have my theories. It's funny though. You pointed out the 33 and formerly known as Station 33 panel waste management
he's
showed
right
up.
on cue.
I thought that was funny.
Hey, Tommy, what's up? Station 33. Yeah, he's Panel Waste Management. He's a waste management trucking company now, I think.
He's another character. Actually, though, I am feeling like maybe it's time to wrap up. I didn't have a lot of notes. I did share kind of the ideas I was hoping to share, and I'm not sure what else.
But what a reunion. Like today's show was a hell of a reunion. Me coming back on, us having laughs, nothing hateful, no harsh words. It was pretty good. I think it turned out well, and I think that despite all caps in the chat with people that should chill out a little bit, despite all that, it went pretty well, and everybody's been pretty cool today. So I enjoyed it, and I hope people had some fun and some laughs and learned something, and that's all that we can really ask for anyone.
It is, and I appreciate that, and I do agree, Stephen. You brought
the madness.
You were not irrelevant. You were not irrelevant, and you were not chaos. And I feel today was respectful between both of us. I hope you can agree with that.
Yes, it was. That's what I'm in favor of. I thought it was a good show. It was a great reunion. It was my welcome back appearance on the show. Oh, Jeeps is in agreement right there. She said, "Yeah, Jack, great show and reconciliation."
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Maybe Trex will even support me now. I don't know. Maybe she'll say, "Oh, well, look at the change in Steven. He's a great show today." Anyway, thanks for having me on, and shout out to everyone in the chat and people that are struggling with addiction. I wish you well. I hope you're on the journey to recovery. And I actually did think of people here that have been going through things. And I wish everyone well. I don't wish anybody any ill will or any harm. I hope everybody does well. Thanks for having me on, and take care. Have a good night tonight. Bye for now.
Hey, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you. I saw someone in the chat asking for a link for panel waste management, and I suppose I could have dropped Stephen's link too, but I didn't see it asked. Those, the links are welcome to be shared. A greater world is waiting to be seen by you, to be lived through you. A greater world is there when you can change your mind and look away. You got to convince yourself, all right, I don't want to focus on this. I want to see something different. You open yourself into seeing something different, and the world around you transforms. You change the way you look at things, the things you see change. So, Snafu, you return to the back as I'm getting ready to wrap up. And hey, we've got another opportunity here as well. Lumitami, yes, they still talk about me. Are you there? Audio's not coming through yet. So, Snafu?
Why do you guys make statements that are 100% provable, like wrong? And are you willing to address that you're wrong on these statements? For instance, you guys just praised Austin Murphy. He's a drunk that just like less than a few weeks ago went online with a gun in his hand, drunk as fuck, crying self-deletion because he's a drunk. All right, this was just a few weeks ago. Okay, but you guys are saying, oh, he's in bed to get drunk. You pay attention to the optics? No.
Dude, you know what? Golly, jeez.
No, it's truth, yo. It's factual optics in play that you seem to not want to pay attention to.
That's actually what I'm realizing is you are literally insane, dude. Totally nuts. You fixate on the wrong things. Hey, Goblin, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right, brother. I just wanted to say nobody's praising Austin for being a drunk. People are proud that he took the next best step.
There you go. Thank you. That's well observed. Well said. I appreciate that. And Snafu, that's what you've got to get. People change, man.
But he's not.
You get that?
Well, he's telling you all he's.
You are not looking for change. You're looking to be right. And you are not righteous, Snafu. Matter of fact, your discernment is clearly flawed, dude. Clearly flawed. You don't know good from bad. It's so typical. We've got a world of people that don't know the good from the bad. They think voting for their oppressors and their taxation, their continued exploitation, they think that's the right thing to do. I know different, okay? God has blessed me with a life that I never knew it would lead to this, but where I am today, I am actively recruiting and inviting you, whoever you might know. If you believe it's time for wars to end and reforms to begin, I've got time. Let's put our heads together. Let's see what connections we can share, what ideas, what we can get done. It's time. A greater world is waiting to be seen from you, through you, with you. The life beyond your dreams, the life beyond your excuses, for sure. The life beyond your imagined limitations, it's waiting for you. The key is, it's up to you. When are you going to discover you, the true you, the real you, the holy you, the one that's not broken, the one that's not afraid, the one that's not weak, the one that's not given their power away? That's the real you. It's up to each of us to reclaim our lives, reclaim your world, the world within you. Reclaim your world in the name of and ways of Jesus. Let it be true for you. Let love guide you as you walk through time with life, with faith, right? The message of the thumbnail one last time, and then I'm going to actually forward us over. Happy Thursday. You don't have to know what comes next. There's peace in knowing God has a plan and that He has you exactly where He wants you. It's up to you. How do you want to be? How do you want to be from here and now? Because here and now starts your future, and you get to choose. You get to choose your direction, your habits, your personality, all of it. I encourage you, do so with compassion and love. That's the beauty of humanity. I want to thank all of you. Apologize for the sound distortions. And let me not be rude because an honored guest has clicked the link. And welcome back, my friend, Joe Cool.
What's good, man?
Hey, and let's not overlook recent collaborating winner of that competition, too. Trophies to Joe Cool.
Thank you. Jack, this is cool. I'm out here chasing police. In fact, it's right over there. And on the way home, I just looked to see who's live and check on my friends. And the thought I had when I was leaving my last time, I was chasing them and they got away from me. On my way back over here, I was having a thought that we don't stand a chance trying to get people to actually do a thing because we can't even get them to stop doing a thing, which is just harming people. Just stop being shitty. And I was flipping past and I heard two words from you and it was confirmation of the shit that I had just thought. You said something along the lines of we got to stop hurting people or something. So I was like, I'm a fan of God. I got to see if he meant for me to hop on here and catch a word today or something, or maybe give a word today.
Blessings. Thank you for watching For the Signs and following the signs. And I trust you're right.
The signs
There's a
and
couple
symbols
other.
are for the conscious mind. That's what they said. The unconscious don't see it. This little motherfucker bad. Rare.
Hey, Joe, along those lines, I set a goal for myself, and I actually want to encourage and share it with the other panel hosts. Let's create a better world where men are more kind to men, right?
I
We
agree.
stop beating each other up as much.
How? That's the
That might be
hard
tough
part.
for you. Yeah,
That's the
brother.
hard part, yo.
I
I
know.
can't even get a motherfucker to stop staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning to dox some motherfucker he mad at on YouTube. How can I get this lousy fuck to help me change the world?
We got to lead them,
You
and
must
we got to
lead
love
them.
them. We got to love them in order to lead them,
Dig it,
right?
Jack. That was the
Because we,
word I was here to get. That was it. That was what I came here for.
I love
You
it,
gotta
man.
lead them, and to lead them, you gotta love them. All right, I'm down.
That's it.
I'm all in, Jack. You got me.
Well, and Joe, with you on the path you're on, you're in this spot, right, where you are in the face. And so that's got to be a challenge at times, I'm sure. But if you can be love, right? Call them out as you do, but remembering the love is
Yeah.
strong in you.
And you're right. It's a challenge, Jack, because I've been fucked over by these cats all my life.
Yep.
And now that I've got some strength, I want to fight back. And my instinct is to hit back, right? As opposed to there's a ways of fighting that don't involve hitting.
Mercy.
Yeah,
We got to learn
forgive
how to
me.
be strong
Listen to this
and
dude.
merciful. Yep. It's a
Listen to
bit.
this dude.
Yep.
Be merciful. You're right. The police pulled off. Yeah, you're right, man. That's where it is. I tell other motherfuckers the same. It's good to hear someone telling me that shit, yo. No one ever tells me that shit, bro. I'm always the one doing the telling. So good to
Isn't that
hear.
something?
It is.
And I'm glad I could be a reminder for you
I'm the
because,
guy that's always pulling people back. Right? I'm
yep,
that guy, you know.
yep,
So it's cool to have someone doing the same for me.
that's what
So
we need.
I'm gonna ask you again, and this may be stupid because you just gave me the answer. All right. assuming you're right, and you are right. Love, mercy is hard to argue this, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Well, not argue it. What are the actual steps? We can stay with me out there with the police. What's that look like? Me just being honest and not telling them to blow me? Is that what that looks like? Yeah.
I try to hold back on the blow me's, at least for a little bit. And maybe even the motherfuckers too.
The
But
motherfuckers and nigger this and nigger
yeah,
that.
I'd encourage you to question them. Ask them if this is what they saw themselves doing when they had
I've
this oath.
literally asked that. When
You do that after
I've
you
literally
leave it.
got that on video. When you joined this job, is that what you thought you'd be doing, arresting old ladies and
Yeah.
going against the people? And yeah, I've used that a lot. And you're right with that again. You're sharp tonight, Jack. You're sharp.
It is something I've learned, and I truly believe it is the way to lead people. You got to have some sort of trust and respect in order for them to follow.
Okay.
But if you can lead them to
trust
see
and
themselves,
respect. But that's hard too, Jack. If I can get them to see themselves.
It is.
No one looks at themselves. They will fight fiercely to avoid looking in the mirror. That's the reality of the thing.
Yes, absolutely. You're confronting their ego, their identity, their beliefs.
Yes.
Because they think they're on the right side.
Yes, their manufactured identity and beliefs. Yeah.
That's it. So, in a way, you are doing God's work, right? Confronting those fulfilling the roles of the oppressors, and you're helping to, as a witness, helping to bring justice publicly, right? Bringing some fairness.
I'll go further. I think that these guys are the worst. The people who control you will turn out to be the most evil. At least it looks that way. And police are on that scale. I've even come to just saying that, that's how I identify Satan now, whether it be a person or a group. If they're trying to control you, desperately trying to control you on a small level, trying to control your words, on a big level, writing laws to control you, then that's how I judge their evil. Police, they're at an upper echelons, man. The shit that they're willing to do, if you don't sign a ticket, they can take your car and tase you and weird shit. Those are enemy worth confronting. I'm not going after the meter maid. These people are shitty.
Joe, that's what I was thinking about earlier. We literally live in a world where people profit from the exploitation of the ignorant.
Yes.
Rather than educating people to make sure that they don't get outsmarted.
Well, you wouldn't, because, like you said, you profit from it. There's no interest in getting you not to be ignorant or not to be angry, because people profit off of that too. Anything from lolcalling you to having you do shit that they would not do, like Trump. Not that I'm a fan of politics. Trump saying, go fight, go. He's not there fighting with you, but you run your goof ass down there.
That's it exactly. And the exploitation only happens because, like you said, you're confronting the people who are oppressing, right?
Yeah.
They're enforcing this exploitation.
Yes. But they think they got a built-in out. I didn't make up the law. I'm just doing my job.
Yep. Yeah. Just doing my job. Just doing my job. That ain't my job. That's someone else's job. That's the American way.
That too. Yeah. You got to talk to so-and-so. He's not in until next week. He's on vacation. I'll be out of state for one day. Right. And you go in to talk to somebody and they telling you about Peter be off vacation next week. That helps me not. Are you telling me there's one person in this building who could fulfill Peter's obligation today, and when he's gone, that line of business just shuts down?
Yep.
Fuck out of here.
That's the way it works. It's the American way, dude. I'm just doing my job, or it's not my job. Those are the two options.
Yes. And when it comes to government employees, they will indulge you as long as you do things their way. Let's say, for instance,
Yes.
I want the police to, you tell me where the location is because I'm lost. My GPS went out. Well, to him, there's a way to do that. The first thing you do is tell me where you're coming from, where you going, why are you here, how long you stand, and give me your identification. Then I'll point in the direction you need to go to them. And if you say, why would I have to give you ID in order for you to show me where to go? You stepped outside of the way things are supposed to be, and now suddenly they're unwilling to do anything outside. They go for the lady behind the counter. You will fill out everything on this form. No, ma'am, the law says I can fill it out anonymously. It will break her brain,
I know.
and you're
I
back
know.
to square one.
Joe, I used to be one of those. The Postal Service, it's quasi federal.
Yep.
It's under the control of the federal, but it doesn't receive tax funding.
I got a lot of my friends who audit the post offices, so I
Yeah.
know a little bit about them
Okay.
nowadays.
I used to be one of those window clerks, and I was all about the rules and regulations because that's what I was paid to do. I was paid to enforce
Yes.
the rules and regulations on the paying customer, right?
Yep.
It's
Yep.
like fucking insanity, dude.
It
But
is.
I was under the threat of corrective action. If I don't obey the regulations as
Yes.
instructed to me, I'm subject to discipline and termination.
Okay. Under that philosophy, then I would assume because it motivated you so well that police are under the threat of corrective action too. So no matter what they wrote down on the paper about your rights or being kind to the public, the corrective action is if you don't get as many tickets and summonses and ID motherfuckers as you can, there will be some consequence. It must be
Sometimes
that
that's
way.
Sometimes that's the case. And without proper public oversight, that's what some of these government officials can become, data driven and wanting to make sure that the money is well spent, money is well gained, right? Got to do the budget.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to keep this under the 2 hour mark. I'm going to start wrapping up, Joe.
That's cool. I'll let you say goodbye to your people, and it was nice to see you, Jack.
You're always welcome here, brother. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Peace
All
to you,
right.
and be safe, of course. I know
Thank
you
you.
do.
Be easy.
You, oops. Brothers and sisters, sincerely to all of you, thank you. Thank you for joining. I hope you found some positivity, some encouragement, some ideas for your own imagination to grow. What would a greater world look like to you? I mean, you can start small and you can go big. It's all up to you. It's your own karmic path, but you get to choose what's right for you, so I believe. If you're anything like me, I mean, that's what I think. I think I can choose whatever I want to believe. Doesn't have to be true, but what I want to believe is that there's a chance. There's a chance if we unite together, we can create a grassroots movement to get the attention of Donald Trump and the other American persons, right, in Congress and the administration, and we can bring forth the demands, the insistence, the critical need for peace on earth, immediate reforms. All these manufactured debts can be renegotiated or forgiven. Maybe we can wipe the slate clean and we can find new ways of moving towards prosperity, health, abundance for all of us everywhere. I dream big. Brothers and sisters, join me. Thank you again for joining me. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Till next time, before I do that, forewarning, I do have a set to forward over to the Powder Dusty. He's been running live for a while, and I think he's still going. I don't know what's going on, but for that reason, I'm going to send it over there. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. Thank you again, and God bless you all. Peace.